It's almost Christmas, and what better way to celebrate than to make fun of people? Satirically, of course. And boy, do I have a treat for you today, because today we're going to be looking at why every teenage boy should be a feminist by Anyways, I picked this video because I am a teenage boy, which in theory gives me more license to react to this. But before we start, YouTube says that about 2/3 of you are not subscribed yet, so please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and make sure to leave a comment telling me what your favorite Christmas song is and why. Let's get into the video.
My name is Adahii Bernath. I'm a 16-year-old male, and I am a proud feminist.
Okay, Adahii Bernath, the 16-year-old feminist, let's see what you have to say for us teenage boys out there.
Feminist, an advocate for women's rights on the basis of social, economic, and political equality of the sexes. Today is International Women's Day, a day for advocacy of women's rights around the world. I'm here to talk to all of the teenage boys that are watching to talk about why it is so important for all of us to be feminists and what exactly that means. We must be an ally for gender equality because it is not a women's problem, but it is a human problem.
Okay, I have to agree. There's literally nothing wrong with being a feminist, or an ally for gender equality, as he says. But I'm still having trouble understanding what he means by a human problem rather than a women problem. Does he mean it's ingrained in humans biologically, societally? Or maybe he means that it shouldn't only be women fighting against this, but also men as well? Or maybe even both. But let's see if he elaborates on this further along.
Personally, I've been a feminist ever since I can remember. I've always been surrounded by strong working women like my mom, my grandmothers, and some of my biggest inspirations in life are women who are big feminists like Ellen DeGeneres and Lily Singh.
Dude, there's actually no way that this troglodyte, this mongoloid, Neanderthal even, is inspired by joke number 5. Watch my previous video for context. All previous agreeance and trust that I had with Adahii is now gone.
I'm definitely no expert on the topic, but I always try to keep myself as informed as possible so I know as much as I can about this thing that I'm so passionate about. Here in the United States, it is almost the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which enabled women to vote and have a say in our government. A century later, we've made tremendous strides for women's equality in this country, and today we have the most amount of women in Congress than we've ever had before.
I just finished my US government class this semester, and let me tell you, random fact spewage does not change opinions. Actually, it's just pretty hard to change opinions in general, so Adahii trying to do this has absolutely zero purpose apart from extra filler. And like he said, he's no expert on the topic, so he can't go into deeper analysis, which if used correctly would cause people to change opinions.
But unfortunately, we still live in a broken system that says that my work as a white male is worth 46 cents more to the dollar than an equally qualified Hispanic woman, and 31 cents more to the dollar than an equally qualified African American woman for the exact same job. That is absolutely messed up. While we've come a long way here in the United States, in parts of the world, women are still treated like property and have few to no rights of their own. Education isn't even an option for many women because they are seen as uneducatable and only capable of working in their home.
I'm gonna assume all these numbers relating to women's pay are correct, simply because I don't want to research them. However, Adahii still has not made a valid point as to how any teenage boy can help in any of this, therefore not even answering his own question.
There's a lot of work to be done to build not only societies that will educate women, but societies that will support women working in the workforce. Furthermore, in many cultures, women are removed from society and placed into isolation during menstruation because of beliefs that a naturally occurring bodily function is unholy.
The thing about the beliefs he's talking about is that they're all abroad, they're not in the US. But you know what beliefs are in the US that are absolutely delusional? Flat earthers. So can we do something about that so we as a species do not intellectually regress into monkeys?
How can something that is a natural biological process be evil or wrong?
Please tell that to all the third wave feminists out there saying that in general women are stronger than men, or at least equally strong, physically that is.
We must combat misogyny whether it is blatant or under the guise of tradition. We must throw away ridiculous taboos and include in the education system for teenage guys like me about consent, that no means no, and that no item of clothing or lack thereof means that she was asking for it.
While I agree education on a topic like this is beneficial to everyone, the fact that he's pinpointing it on men only makes him sexist. By stating it is men who need the education, he's implying that women do not require further knowledge on the topic because they are more educated on the subject than men, which I find absolutely contradictory to what he's trying to portray in his message. And that's the type of people you'll find watching this video. It's not the people who want to learn, it's the people who already think they know.
It's no coincidence that boys grow up, whether consciously or subconsciously, believing that they are superior to women. Misogyny is ingrained in many aspects of how we raise our children. We must teach boys that women are not princesses locked up in a castle waiting for a strong man to save them. We need to teach them that women are strong, powerful, and like them, capable of shaping their own future. For all teenage boys watching this, I'm asking you to stop and think about what it really means to be a feminist and why you should identify as one.
Not gonna lie, I don't really want to be a feminist if every single one of you acts like this, thinks like this, talks like this, and argues like this. And I'm not referring to the points he brings up, but rather the manner in which he tries to convey the message he's trying to, convey. And that's what a lot of these people do. In order to bring men and women to the same level, they bring men down, rather than elevating women. Or should I say, rather than only elevating women.
I promise you it will not threaten your masculinity to stand up for women's rights. It's a common misconception that when women are lifted up, that men are brought down. That is simply not true.
That's very paradoxical, Eitan, not gonna lie. Especially when you just said that women are more educated in a certain topic than men are. It's a good rule of thumb not to believe anyone that's contradictory.
When we are all united, we can and will fix this broken system, ensuring equal rights, pay, and opportunity for every single woman in this world is not a radical idea, a political agenda, or impossible. Imagine what can be accomplished when half of the world's population is not held back. Not only will it be major socioeconomical impact, but there'll be breakthroughs in every field of work that will ultimately advance humankind.
While the idea is good in nature and morals, show me any proof that what you just said is true. Because I personally wouldn't be able to, much in the same way that I can't show you any proof that not doing it would be better.
Ever since I've been loud and proud about my support for gender equality, I've encountered many boys my age who have jeered when hearing that I am a feminist. It's unfortunate that the false and negative connotation that's been given to this word caused these boys' fragile masculinity to feel threatened.
No, in general, we just don't want to think in the same way that moving paradoxical kumquats think.
I try to educate them, and I hope I've done the same with this video about the true meaning of feminism. And let's just make it clear, there is nothing manly about being misogynistic. Every single boy in this world should be a feminist to ensure that their mom, their sister, their future daughter has all the same opportunities to succeed in this world as they do. My name is Eitan Bernath, and this is what a feminist looks like.
I don't really want to look like a feminist, but I digress. Like I said earlier, elevating women in the manner in which these feminists are trying to do only brings men down. And in the end, it gives less validity to their message, since they're paradoxical in nature. Anyways, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Christmas song and why it is your favorite. If this video gets 15 likes, I will be making a video about relationships as teenagers, story time style. But apart from that, peace.